When you go to Google and type climate change is, you're going to see different results depending on where you live and the particular things Google knows about your interests. How is that even possible? What if I told you that every like, every click, and every word you type is being used to build a digital version of you, a version so precise it can predict your every thought, your every move? Social media isn't just watching, it's creating. Every swipe feeds a machine designed to control, manipulate, and profit from you. The platforms we trust are harvesting our lives to fuel an artificial intelligence that knows no boundaries. This isn't just data collection. It's the blueprint for your future, and it's not in your hands. Prepare to see the terrifying truth behind the algorithms shaping your reality. Social media isn't just a tool, it's a trap, engineered to hook you and never let go. The endless scroll, the dopamine hit of likes, the perfectly curated lives of others, they create an illusion of connection while pulling you deeper into isolation. Every notification is a whisper that you're missing out, every comparison a reminder that you're not enough. The algorithms don't care about your well-being. They prey on your insecurities, exploiting your fears and feeding your anxieties. And as you sink further into this digital abyss, the loneliness grows, crushing you under the weight of a world that feels more connected than ever, but has never been more detached. People think Google is just a search box and Facebook is just a place to see what my friends are doing. But what they don't realize is they're competing for your attention. Companies collect our data and send them to advertisers. Everyone's feed is different and tailored to them and their beliefs. You essentially get put in an echo chamber that shows you the articles that align with your views and articles that dismiss the alternatives. Because these social platforms are tracking everything you click, read, and see. The algorithm can quickly learn how to keep you there longer, which in turn makes you trenched in your beliefs, leaving you to wonder, how can the other side be so stupid? There is a saying that says, if you are not paying for the product, then you are the product. But what does it actually mean?
We have no reason to believe the Russian cyber attacks will stop.
YouTube is being forced to concentrate on cleansing the site.
TikTok, if you talk to any tween out there, there's no chance they'll...
Is this normal? Or have we all fallen under some kind of spell?
It's easy today to lose sight of the fact that these tools actually have created some wonderful things in the world. They've reunited lost family members. They've found organ donors. I mean, there were meaningful systemic changes happening around the world because of these platforms that were positive. I think we were naive about the flip side of that coin.
A number of important issues around privacy, safety, and democracy.
This is no accident. Indeed, it is by design. I mean, seriously?
And it was my mistake.
I mean, I think we can all feel it.
Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. Their business model is to keep people engaged on the screen. And how do they do it? What tools do they use, and should we be worried? All these apps made decisions that would have impacted on 2 billion people. 2 billion people will have thoughts that they didn't intend to have because a designer said, this is how notifications work. They have computers, tons and tons of computers as far as the eye can see. They are deeply interconnected with each other, running extremely complicated programs, sending informations back and forth all the time. They know when people are lonely. They know when people are depressed. They know when people are looking photos of their ex-romantic partners. They know the entire thing, whether you're an introvert or an extrovert, what your personality type is like. They have more information about us than has ever been imagined in human history.
But what they don't realize is
every single action you take is carefully monitored and recorded. exactly what image you stop and look at, for how long you look at it. Oh yeah, seriously, for how long you look at it.
We now know that many of the major social media companies hire individuals called attention engineers who borrow principles from Las Vegas casino gambling, among other places, to try to make these products as addictive as possible.
All the clicks we've ever made, all the videos we've watched, all the likes, that all gets brought back into building a more and more accurate model. The model, once you have it, you can predict the kinds of things that person does.
They build models that predict our actions, and whoever has the best model wins. They know you better than you know yourself. Every click, every scroll, every pause is a breadcrumb, feeding algorithms that learn your desires, fears, and vulnerabilities. They don't just predict your next move, they shape it. Your thoughts, your choices, even your emotions are calculated outcomes of a system designed to manipulate you. It's not just data, it's power. And it's being used to control you in ways you can't even see.
A man by the name of James.
Every time you see it there on the counter and you just look at it, and you know if you reach over, it just might have something for you, and so you play that slot machine to see what you got, right? That's not by accident.
Once you start looking for, you'll never be able to stop seeing everywhere you go. When is the last time you walked into a restaurant and saw an entire table of friends on their phones, or a group of people on the street, maybe even your family? Each can tend to be in their own world, nearly unaware of the reality around them. If the majority of human interaction is non-verbal, what would happen if you removed every bit, that small remainder, for over a decade? As it turned out, that's the very experiment we're having today. No one got upset when bicycles showed up, right? No one said, "Oh my God, we have just ruined society. Bicycles are affecting people. They are pulling people away from their kids." People cannot tell what is the truth. We never said any of that stuff about the bicycle. If something is a tool, it's genuinely sitting there, waiting patiently. If something is not a tool, it's demanding things from you. It's seducing you. It's manipulating you. It wants things from you. And we have moved away from having a tool-based technology environment to an addiction, manipulation-based technology environment.
Social media isn't a tool that's just waiting to be used. It has its own goals, and it has its own means of pursuing them by using your psychology against you.
The digital world's becoming a master. The question is, will you take back control, or will you let the algorithm decide your fate? The choice starts with awareness. As we close this chapter, remember, the world is filled with mysteries waiting to be uncovered. Some are shrouded in darkness, others hiding in plain sight. But truth, no matter how deeply buried, always finds its way to the surface. Together, we've pulled back the curtain, examined the evidence, and questioned the narratives. But the journey doesn't end here. What's next? What lies beyond the shadows? That's for you to decide. Stay curious, stay vigilant, and never stop searching for the answers that truly matter.
I mean, it seems kind of crazy, right? It's like the fundamental way that this stuff is designed isn't going in a good direction, like the entire thing. So it sounds crazy to say we need to change all that, but that's what we need to do.
Do you think we're going to get there?
We have to.